Welcome back, guys. You are here in Heidi's Corner. That's a new name. I don't know if it's actually called that. We are talking today about one of my most frequently asked questions. People emailing me, messaging me, commenting, saying, Heidi, how do you get and stay motivated to work out? It's not easy, but I'm going to tell you how to do it today. All right, guys, so I'm going to be giving you 5 tips today that work for me to get and stay motivated. I need you to hear this from me right now. I don't just wake up intrinsically motivated to work out. I don't. I think a lot of people look at me, they see me as a trainer, they see me as somebody who trains other people and motivates them to work out. You need to know that part of me does that because it in turn motivates me to work out. So if I can help you get to the gym, I feel a significant amount of pressure for me to get to the gym. So tip number 1 of 6 today, make yourself accountable to somebody else. I have learned if I have what Chris and I have always called an accountability buddy, a buddy that you're accountable to. If there's somebody that you promise you are going to go to the gym at 6 a.m. with, or somebody that you know is going to be waiting for you after work to go to the gym, or somebody that's going to meet you on your lunch break to go for a walk around campus, you are accountable. You have a pressure, an extrinsic pressure, which is okay, because not all of us are intrinsically motivated. I am not. We have an extrinsic pressure to get our butts in gear and get the movement done, because at the end of the day, when we get the movement in, when we release the serotonin, the dopamine, all of the things in our brain that help us feel good, when we see results down the road, we can over time create intrinsic motivation to work out to where we don't need to rely on external factors. But it is okay. Hear me right now. It is okay if you are not motivated to work out. It is okay if you have to rely on one of these 6 tips or something different to get your body in gear so that you feel good. Tip number 2, understand what your goal is in the first place and your why connected to your goal. Do you even have a goal? I mean, that's a really big question. I would venture to say most people watching this right now do not even have a goal. We're scared to make goals. We're scared to make goals because we have not reached goals so many times in the past. We're scared to make goals because we don't want to make the wrong goal. We don't want to set ourselves up for failure. We don't want to make a goal that's too easy and have people laugh at us. There are so many reasons why we don't set goals. Many of us don't even realize that we need a goal. And it's okay if you're there, if you're watching this and any of those things rings true to you, you're okay. Welcome to the rest of the people watching this. And I am here to tell all of y'all that you need a goal. If you don't have a goal, if you don't have an idea, if you don't have a vision of what you're working toward, how can you actually put forth the effort to get there? To get to where you don't know where you want to go? It's kind of like if you say, I want to build a house, and you have no vision. You don't even have a blueprint. You don't have a picture of what the elevation looks like. You don't have anything. You just know you want to build a house, and suddenly you're going to start putting up sticks and bricks. Do you think you're actually going to be able to build a house? The answer is no. You have to know where you want to go to even begin to get there. Very, very important. And then even aside from that, and with that, is understanding why you want to get there. I don't know if I have a video on YouTube. I should. If I don't, I'm going to put one. You can search stuff all over the internet where I've talked about why having your why is so important. Why understanding why you want to get to where you want to go is so vitally important. But if we do not know why we want to get there in the first place, we are constantly going to be derailed along the way as things come up. When maybe you get sick, you use that as an excuse to go off plan. Maybe when something happens in your family, suddenly you're too busy. Maybe when the plan gets hard or it's boring or this or that. If you do not have your why, if you don't know at your deepest core why you want to get to where you want to go, you are not going to get there. So I highly recommend set your goal and make sure you understand why you want that goal. Tip number 3, stop making massive promises and shrink it down to something so simple. We have this thing, we call it a power promise. I want you just to focus on a power promise. It is the idea that if you do something so stupidly simple every single day, you make one commitment to yourself. Maybe it's just move for 5 minutes a day. Maybe your power promise is just get up and do 5 push-ups every single day. Maybe your power promise is get out of the house and walk to your mailbox for 5 minutes a day. Or not even 5 minutes, maybe it's just walk to your mailbox and back. If you can set some small goal that you know without a shadow of a doubt every single day you can complete, you will be well on your way to building momentum and something we call integrity. Guys, over time, we have made and broken so many promises to ourselves. Think about every diet, every plan, everything you've tried. You set this massive goal and you say, I'm gonna wake up early in the morning, I'm gonna do an hour a day of cardio, I'm gonna eat perfectly, I'm gonna drink all the water, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, elemental P. You literally think you are going to do it all. You bite off more than you can chew. You stick with the plan for maybe 7 days, and then by 10, 11, 12, for sure by 14, you have fallen off the plan. And the first time you make any kind of a mess up, the first time that big pile of promises and commitments that you made to yourself starts to wane, you call yourself a failure. And instead of just getting back up and trying again, you tell yourself that you not being able to do the things that you committed to make you an actual failure, and you believe you are incapable, unlike everybody else that you see, to reach your goal. And that is just not true. You've been doing it the wrong way. You've been taking on more promises than you can handle, and it is time for you to shrink it down to something super small, a power promise, that will keep you winning. Now, that doesn't mean if your power promise is move for 5 minutes a day, it doesn't mean you can't do more. You can. But every single day, if you can wake up and you can get in 5 minutes of movement or workout or whatever and check it off the list, then if you get 6 minutes in, 7 minutes in, 8, 9, 10, that's icing on the cake and you feel so much better. You are building a thing we call integrity momentum, and over time, you will create your own motivation. Tip number 4, reframe your mindset from I have to work out to I get to work out. Let's stop beating ourselves up for a minute and telling ourselves that exercise is a punishment for what we ate yesterday, and let's start celebrating our bodies for what it is capable of doing. Let's celebrate that we can move. Let's celebrate all the things that we can accomplish with this wonderful thing we call our bodies. And yes, some of us have limitations. Some of us have ailments. Some of us have things we have to work around or pain we have to work through. But at the end of the day, we all are wonderful, capable, beautiful beings that can move our bodies in some way, shape, or form and feel amazing. So no more I have to. Let's X that off. Let's put this on the screen. No more I have to, and it is I get to. That is where the magic is. Tip number 5, let's make working out fun by telling yourself that you can watch TV, or you can listen to certain podcasts or books or music or something fun. Maybe it's your favorite TV show or your favorite movie, only when you are working out. I like that idea, and that is something that has worked really well for me. There is one movie, actually one show. I always mix up movies and shows. I don't know how I mix it up, but show. There is one show that I absolutely loved back in the day that I would only let myself watch when I was on the treadmill, and that was incentive for me to get on the treadmill and train for the half marathon that I was training for 12 years ago. I don't know, guys. It worked for me. I think it can work for you. Tip number 6. This is a beauty for me. It always has been. Let's try the reward system. Is there a thing you've been wanting to buy yourself? Is there a trip you've been wanting to take? I don't know what it is. Whatever it is for you that you're wanting that is not food related, that's the one thing I'm gonna say, do not reward yourself with food. Let's attach that to some physical goal. Now, the physical goal can be anything. You can make it after I run my marathon, or I do my triathlon, or I, compete in my first competition. I think you can make it something as simple as when I work out consistently for X number of days or weeks or months, then I will have earned this. Maybe it's a new pair of running shoes. Maybe you want to feel okay about buying yourself the running shoes, something tied to fitness, because they're super cute and they're super comfortable. But instead of just buying them now and having them sit, why don't you earn them? Set up the reward system. If I run for 30 days consecutively, or I obviously according to plan for 1 full month, then I will buy myself a new pair of running shoes. Guys, these 6 tips really, really, really work for me. I hope these are a thing that help you learn to get and stay motivated to work out as well. Love you guys. Make sure you subscribe. Mwah!